Right, hey there, guys. It's 88 Shadow Angel. Basically, yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd try something a bit different. As in, I went scavenging through some of my old model boxes and various other bits and places where I keep models I no longer use, basically. Which I've got scattered all over the place. But I came across these two, which I actually kind of forgot I had. So obviously, both Forge World models, obviously. On the left, you've got the Exalted Demon of Khorne. No, yes, no, left, sorry. Can't tell my right from left now. On the right, we have the big block of resin, otherwise known as the great Uncle Nurgle? Grandfather Nurgle. So I'll talk about him later, so get Big Daddy out of the way. So we'll start with the Demon of Khorne, which is a really nice model. One of those that I've always liked. And originally this was given to me by a friend of mine, who painted it up in very basic Khorne colours, so red to eye blinding effect, let's say. But thankfully hadn't gone too thick with paint when he had painted it, so I was able to just quite basically respray it and pretty much start from standard. The only thing that annoys me now is looking back on it, I wish I'd based it first. But that's just me. I always base models before I spray them. But anyway, I thought I'd put him on video because it is a nice model and one you don't really see anymore. Or I can't say I've seen one of these for a while. But yeah, let's. And anyway, right. So this was. I took it off my mate because I was having ideas about doing a demon army, but I wanted to do something a bit different rather than just go Khornate mass red looks on things. So I went for this colour of skin, which is it's like a bluish grey, I'd say. And the way I did that was, well, at the time. The way I did this was painting the whole skin in Codex Grey, give it a good blue wash, and then a good thick heavy blue wash, and then all this is dry brushed Fortress Grey, which gives you that really, I think it looks quite cool with this sort of warpish blue flesh, which I did all over the skin and the model. Like these back ridges are so cool. But I think it quite adds to it. But yeah, but I kept this bit red. I painted this in red, even though it shows up a bit pinkish on there, because I thought it looked quite, because to me it looked like the skin back here was sort of peeled back from where he was trying to roar or something, so I painted all this as muscle, trying to do this as muscle. I might put a black wash over that just to darken it down a bit now I look at it. But we are talking this model, I painted this model well over a couple of years ago now, so I can, but yeah, the detail, that's cool. The Khorne symbol in the axe and skulls and stuff like that. It's still a really nice model, despite involving its age. And I was thinking about doing this as dark red on the for the armor plating with trim with gold, and then the bone. These skulls I really loved because they're all. They all look, well, they are all individual skulls and everything. and that massive corn symbol belt buckle with the demon head in the middle, skulls everywhere. This thing is, it really does scream corn and everything. But yeah, anyway, so that's that guy. Really like it, really nice, all around. I don't know, I'm thinking about doing my demons again, because obviously with the new demon stuff, and I'll check these rules out. So move him out of the way. Right, now on to the big guy. This model I fell in love with from the start, as soon as I saw it. Originally this was announced at the Games Day. It was on release. Been announced a couple of days before, and yeah, for its price of, I can't remember how much it was now. I think it was about 60 at the time. I thought it was absolutely amazing, and I do like Nurgle. There's something about Nurgle that really makes me I don't know why. But yeah, with this, I mean, the tongue coming out and around the blade of the sword, I thought was really cool. The thing with this model, and I remember doing this, and I remember telling quite a few people who remember me buying this, is if you're into your detail and stuff, the small maggots, if you can just make them out down here, that coming out the mouth and out the eyes, these things will appear everywhere on this model. But yeah, the rather haunting look of Nurgle screams on this model. I mean, so much as to say, to see this tiny human hand in the inside the intestines there, and then all this glorious glory detail in here, and then you got the tiny Nurgling sat on the end, which always makes me laugh. A bit of scuffage there, but we can always fix that. But yeah, I mean, this another thing with this, if you ever think about buying this model from Forge World, is that you get a choice of antlers on at the top, so you can either have your traditional reindeer antlers, or you can have 3 of these, which are like small-ish horns coming out of either side. But I went for this look because to me it's Nurgle. Nurgle is, the deer and everything. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean about these maggots as well, because this is where I first spotted just how many there were. If it focuses. There you go. Now things like that, it's crazy detail, but to pick, to have them all in there, and in fairly not that bad of detail for such a small. I love that, you got the Nurgle symbol as well. There's like a tear in the skin, and you got 3 pustules coming up through with it. But yeah, I tried to keep this as simple, because it's so big. The thing is, I find with models like this, it's one of those things where if you go too over the top, it can spoil the model. And this is so cool. This rip down the spine to show the spinal column and all that, Now, the way I did all this scar tissue and everything was, at the time was, I think Macrite Red, followed by Blood Red, and a very slight highlight of what was Fiery Orange. Red ink the entire lot, and then picked out, if you just notice, these sort of yellow bits to pick out, because someone suggested to me add bits of yellow onto the scar tissue to represent fat content or pus and stuff, which I did, and then after the whole lot, just gloss varnish it. Same with the spots as well. Some of them you can see have burst and all this. Yeah, just fill it with gloss varnish and just trail it down. It seems to work really well for the top bit. I mean, the amount of scarring and everything, you know, decay on this model is absolutely immense. But it's what Nurgle is. Nurgle is that disgusting being that is. But that's why we love them, I think. So yeah, thanks for. So that's those two guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, I just thought I'd do something a bit different rather than just doing marine stuff and everything. And hope you enjoyed it. You know, well, hope you liked it at least. You know, something a bit different, some demons, which I'm sure are going to be popping up all over the place with the new demons bits and pieces. But yeah, here's a kick back to a bit of old school and that. So right, I'll catch you again soon. Hopefully with a bit more for me pre-Heresy Space Wolf stuff for Templars, Templars Crusade 01 Heresy campaign. So right, I'll catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing.